Okay, hi guys, welcome back to Alphabet Club. I'm Shannon, your host, and I am in New York, but I'm going home to Los Angeles today. I have a shoot tomorrow in LA and a shoot the next day too. So, gotta go back to Los Angeles, which it would be impossible to talk about Los Angeles without talking about what's going on in LA right now with the ice raids. It's crazy. Fuck ice. I'm gonna put some information in my bio below so you can help support. But um, just crazy. I can't believe I'm going back there in the middle of this chaos. And hopefully I'll be able to do something. Hopefully there's something I can get myself to in between the time that I'm there, but I'm not there for very long, so we'll see. But I did go to World Pride this weekend with Vanessa, which was also really great. Vanessa and Lauren. And we had a great time and we filmed some interviews on the street. I'll be uploading those online the next few days, weeks, whatever. And I'm also hopefully maybe gonna go to New York Pride and do the same thing. But I don't know. What do you guys think? New York Pride or Toronto Pride?
Toronto.
Toronto. Vanessa's here, and we're going to the airport together. She's going back home to Toronto, and I'm going to LA. So we're separating. Are you sad?
I don't want to cry right now.
Bukus and bukus of tears. Sorry, my intros have been so quick. I need to post something longer form on my Patreon this week so I can catch up with some of you guys, my patrons who I love. Thank you to those of you that exist. I love you so much. And if you don't know about my Patreon, now you know. It's in the description below if you ever want to follow it. And yeah, happy Pride. This episode is sponsored by ZocDoc. It's so easy to make excuses for why you push off doctor's appointments. Being too busy or not knowing which doctor to go to is usually the reason I don't go. But with ZocDoc, there is no reason to delay. They make it so easy to find and book a doctor who is right for you. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. I've used ZocDoc. It's a game changer, especially if you're like me, making up excuses to put off going to the doctor. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/Shannon to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/Shannon. And one more time, ZocDoc.com/Shannon. This episode is sponsored by Shopify. When I first started my podcast, it didn't take long to figure out how many pieces there were to figure out. Outline, setup, filming schedules, logos, producers, it was overwhelming. And when you're starting something new, it can feel like your to-do list just grows and grows. And finding the right tool that not only helps you, but simplifies everything is so important. And for millions of businesses, that tool is Shopify. I've used Shopify for years to sell everything I've ever made. And if you want to start a business but don't know where to start, you should head to Shopify too. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/alphabet. Go to shopify.com/alphabet. And one more time, that's shopify.com/alphabet. This episode is sponsored by Vegamore. Whenever I'm stressed, I always can tell because the amount of hair that comes off my hands in the shower is honestly stressful, but I've tried products in the past, but nothing has really worked like Vegamore's Grow Hair Serum. Vegamore is the leader in plant-powered, science-backed solutions for thinning hair, and their Grow Hair Serum was named the #1 prestige hair serum, and it's clinically proven to reduce shedding, leaving you with visibly fuller, healthier hair. It's so lightweight, you can add it to wet or dry hair, which is so nice for my routine, because the most important thing to me in my routine is that it's simple. So if you're tired of dealing with shedding and thinning, take back control of your hair with Vegamore. For a limited time, go to vegamore.com/Shannon, code Shannon, to get 20% off your first order. That's vegamour.com/Shannon, code Shannon, to save 20% on your first order. vegamour.com/Shannon, code Shannon. Okay, hi guys. Welcome back to Alphabet Club. I'm your host, Shannon Beveridge, and today with us, I'm so excited. She's a comedian. She's the host of Pretty Gay, and her name's McCafferty. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's only been like 3 weeks since we first started trying to have you come on, right?
Yeah.
At least.
And that's not bad for LA, to be honest.
No, that's actually good planning. But I'm usually better than that, but Well, am I? Who knows?
I don't know. Are you somebody who's like a flaky person? That sounded mean,
No.
but it wasn't supposed to be.
No. I don't think, not with the podcast, I'm not too flaky, right?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
The amount of times it's like 10 o'clock and I'm like, hey, Shannon, did you send me that thing you said you were going to send me?
Okay, so I'm not really good at doing my like ads and my intro for the podcast on
Sure.
time. And
Sure.
The
Rebekah,
record was 1 a.m. that it
one
got
time.
sent.
Okay, that doesn't feel bad because your entire life should be this podcast.
It's
what are you
true.
talking
Yeah, what do you have
about?
to do,
And
Rebekah?
that's
I know
on
other
you.
podcasts. I don't have a girlfriend. I got nothing.
No.
Nothing else to do.
It's this 24/7.
My bad. I was on tour, to be fair, but that, right?
You were on tour. You were in Texas, so it was like 3
Okay.
a.m. your time.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So to be fair, you also weren't sleeping.
Yeah. To be fair, yeah, maybe I'm a little bit of a flaky person. Are you?
No, I wouldn't say so. If I know that something's important to somebody, even a little bit, I show up.
That's good.
But with certain things, I feel okay with canceling, like things that happen weekly, like
Yeah.
weekly meetups or whatever. I'll be like, yeah, I might stop by.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Are you type A or type B person?
I don't think I'm type A. Yeah, I guess type B. But what are the characteristics?
Who knows? What are
I
you,
don't get upset about things very often.
Are you laid back?
I'm laid back about like a lot of stuff except for like my business.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
You're
I like
determined.
take that very seriously. Yeah.
That's so fair. I'm definitely type B. Are you type A or type B?
It depends. Similar. It depends what
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Would you say you're an avoidant, anxious, or secure attached person?
I think it depends on who I'm with. So, if you ask certain partners, I think I would lean more avoidant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so. Me too. What about
Yeah.
you?
I'm also avoidant.
Yeah. My mom, okay, cutest woman on the planet.
Very gorgeous lady.
Shannon got to meet my mom.
Yeah, lucky me.
Very important. But my mom recently sent me, she called me and she was like, so I was looking up attachment theory and I was like, okay, literally why? Why are we doing this to ourselves? And she was like, and it all has to do with however you're attached has to do with how you were treated as a baby. So because your needs weren't met as a baby, that's why you're anxiously attached. And I was like, okay, mom, thank you for your concern. Also, I'm more avoidant. So what does that mean?
You missed it in general.
Yeah.
It's made it to the straight people now. The attachment theory.
Yes, yeah, but it's not real. It's not stagnant. It's like
it's not like
very
set in
fluid,
stone.
and
Yeah.
there's more than just three. Like
Yeah.
there's so many.
You can fluctuate
Yeah.
even within one relationship.
Yes.
But I do think that most people at least like lean, like there has to be one that you're like more predominant.
I think that you start like your dating journey with somebody probably like in one camp most of the time.
Yeah, probably.
So
They're not, none of, I'm like, do you know anyone who's securely attached?
yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I know people who are in the right relationship who both feel pretty securely attached.
That's good.
And I would say that like when I've been happy, I've
feel
been
secure.
more I've been secure.
Yeah, I've definitely been secure at times.
Yeah, not the whole time.
At times, Rebekah. Please cut to your face when I said that. Please. Okay, anyway, enough about that. Catherine, how has season 3 been filming your show?
It was a dream. I mean, it always is, and we got to like scale up a little bit because we have more Patreon members. And yeah, it's been really exciting and also kind of terrifying. And I don't know if you experienced this, but where you like create something and it's just like, you know, born out of your brain. And then you're like, I hope people like it. And then when they do, you're like, and I hope it doesn't all go away instantly.
Yeah, I hope you keep liking it.
Yeah.
And then as it grows, you also have more people dependent on other people liking
Yes.
it. It's like,
yeah. So that sort of responsibility has been interesting because I was never a person on the internet and now
Fair.
I am a person on the internet.
You're very much.
And I don't know if I'm doing it right. Like,
I feel like you're doing it right.
okay, and thank you for that.
Yeah, I feel like you're doing it right. I love like the concept of the way your show works too, that people just get like clips and then if you really like it, like go watch it.
Yeah.
And then the
behind
show
paywall.
itself. Yeah. The paywall. It's so smart.
It's the only way that I have an income. So yeah.
Well, and it's why your show is so like well produced. Like it looks so good.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you
Oh, thank
and
you
happy
so
for you.
much.
How has it been like adjusting to being a person online? Is it scary?
I think that a little bit. I mean, I started my like journey as a human I was going to say I started my journey as a human trying to sort of break into the modeling industry. That's not true. I started as a child. Just being a child. But when I was like trying to break into like the entertainment industry, I got scouted in Chicago as a model. So that was never my dream. But then I was like, oh, what if I also try to do that? And doing that, you get like hit up by a lot of photographers who aren't really photographers. You have to decide like what to post and what not to post. So doing that and sort of taught me like to be a little bit more precious because I was trying to be like a beautiful person online, and gross people like DM you, and so then I kept more things like closer to my chest. And then I was doing stand-up, and so I didn't really know how to blend like being funny and beautiful. And I think that's like what being an influencer is. You have to be funny and beautiful
And relatable and
relatable
and relatable and
make no mistakes.
yes, perfect.
And I am perfect, so it has been
easy.
going well.
So it's so easy for you. How old were you when you got scouted?
Not super young. I was maybe 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are 5'8".
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
And I am 5'8".
Yeah. And it all makes sense.
Yeah.
It all makes sense.
But they kept telling me to like do more yoga. It's like back when people were really judgmental about women's bodies, and they totally aren't.
Yeah, they're
anymore.
not anymore. It's done.
And we've come such a long way.
Back when.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
way back when.
But they were like, what if you did more yoga or whatever? And I was skinnier than I am now. And I was like, ugh, eat my ass. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
This is giving me so much anxiety.
Yeah. Agreed. And Chicago has like an amazing comedy scene.
Yeah. So I was like starting to do stand up also. And that was like more fulfilling. And then I pretty quickly moved out here after college. Yeah.
Fun. And you like it here?
Yeah, I like it a lot. I moved to New York for a couple years.
Love New York.
I love New York. I just was bartending like all the time in order to pay rent. And so I think it would be different like if I went now, because I'm like I have more of a stream of income outside of stuff like that. So but it was like sucking the soul out of my body that I moved there to do stand up, and then I was just bartending every night.
Yeah. And it's hard to like come up with material, I assume, if you're
just like bartending all the time.
Working constantly.
Yeah.
Working constantly.
Yeah.
What about like the queer? Were you out in New York?
Yeah.
What's the difference, do you think, in the queer scene between New York and LA?
Well, people go out more in New York.
For
and
sure.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm like I like to be out and about. And so I really enjoyed that. But I would say that I wasn't totally connected to the queer scene because I was getting over an engagement.
Okay.
So I was still figuring stuff out. I didn't know anybody. So like I was trying to make queer friends. And so I don't feel like I totally immersed myself.
Fair.
Yeah. And I was more immersed in LA.
Got it. And when did you move here?
Well, I moved here like right after college, but then I moved to New York 2021 through 2023 or something. And then I was back in 2023.
Fair. Also, weird time for New York. I think. Like,
I chose an interesting time.
Yeah. I feel like obviously COVID affected everyone everywhere, but like New York City is not a city that's designed for people to be stuck in their apartments.
No.
Like your apartment is supposed to be your closet.
Yeah,
and then you're
everyone
supposed
was
to
a
leave.
little weird.
Yeah.
And including me, which I felt like my outsides didn't match my insides when I was living in LA because I was going through such a tumultuous time. So that's why I went to New York.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Breakups can inspire all kinds of things. Is it an end of an engagement like so much more intense than a normal breakup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Really?
the answer is yes. And I know that's crazy.
Wow.
I know, controversial.
This episode is sponsored by ZocDoc. Have you ever woken up with a funky symptom like a swollen, itchy eye or strange rash or a weird pain in your neck, and then immediately gone to Google or TikTok to search what's wrong? Is there anything scarier than the results that you find doing it that way? You don't have to scare yourself like that anymore, though. You can get the help and care you actually need with ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors and click to instantly book an appointment. We're talking about booking in-network appointments with more than 100,000 doctors across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, primary care to urgent care, and more. You can filter for the doctors who take your insurance or who are located nearby or are a good fit any medical need you may have and are highly rated by verified patients. Once you find the right doctor, you can see their actual appointment openings, choose a time slot that works for you, and click to instantly book a visit. Appointments made through ZocDoc typically happen fast, between 24 and 72 hours of booking, and sometimes you can even score a same-day appointment. I've used ZocDoc, and it's such a game changer. Don't go down the rabbit hole of wondering what's going on and finding really scary results. Just go to ZocDoc. So stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/Shannon to find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/Shannon. And one more time, that's ZocDoc.com/Shannon. This episode is sponsored by Shopify. Picking the business behind your business is such an important factor to being successful. And for me, that business has always been Shopify. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US. From household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started, and my brand. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you build a beautiful online store to match your brand style. Accelerate your content creation. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. Easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/alphabet. Go to shopify.com/alphabet. And one more time, that's shopify.com/alphabet. This episode is sponsored by Vegamore. No one likes the feeling of hair thinning. It's stressful, and guess what? Stress can cause more hair thinning. It's a vicious cycle, and if it's one you're in right now, you should check out Vegamore's Grow Hair Serum. Vegamore makes plant-powered, science-backed solutions for hair thinning. Their formulas are vegan, cruelty-free, and formulated without harsh chemicals. Grow Hair Serum is packed with peptides, plant stem cells, and plant-based phytoactives to deliver real results in as little as 3 months. And the best part, it's clinically tested, with 93% of users experiencing less shedding and 90% seeing an improvement in the overall appearance of their hair. It's easy to add Grow Hair Serum to my routine. I just add a few drops once a day on wet or dry hair. And after a few weeks, I noticed less shedding and my hair felt so much healthier. I subscribe to the jumbo size so I never miss a day and I can stay consistent with it. So if you're tired of dealing with shedding and thinning, take back control of your hair with Vegamore. For a limited time, go to vegamore.com/Shannon, code Shannon, to get 20% off your first order. That's vegamore.com/Shannon, code Shannon, to save 20% off your first order. vegamore.com/Shannon, code Shannon. This episode is sponsored by Mint Mobile. Summer is just around the corner, and the folks at Mint Mobile have a hot take. Getting a summer bod is out, and getting your savings bod is in. This spring and summer, we want skimpy wireless bills and fat wallets. And with premium wireless plans for just $15 a month, you can have both without breaking a sweat or the bank. I could be saving so much money with Mint Mobile, it's actually crazy. So say bye to your overpriced wireless plans, jaw-dropping monthly bills, and unexpected overages. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you. All plans come with a high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all of your existing contacts. Ditch overpriced wireless and get 3 months of premium wireless service from Mint Mobile for $15 a month. This year, skip breaking a sweat and breaking the bank and get your summer savings and shop premium wireless plans at mintmobile.com/Shannon. That's mintmobile.com/Shannon. Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, 5 gigabyte plan required, which is equivalent to $15 a month. New customer offer for first 3 months only, then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees are extra. See Mint Mobile for details.
But yeah, because we were living together and planning a life together and like shared a dog, and our lives were like so incredibly intertwined. And that was like my first queer partner.
Got it.
So
Double
yeah,
whammy.
sort of the double whammy of like your first gay breakup.
Is also your engagement. That stresses me.
I know. And why'd I choose that life?
Whoops. We all make mistakes. Okay. Do you want to do a Q&A, BC?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Wait, I was like, why are you looking at me?
I'm just checking to make sure we're all on the same page.
I mean, I would love a Q&A BC.
Thank you.
Give me a Q&A BC.
Thank you. I was looking for some enthusiasm.
Give me a Q.
Let's
Q.
do it.
Give me an A.
Hey.
Okay, let's do it.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 26 questions from A to Z.
We're going to do a Q&A BC. I'm going to go through the whole alphabet. That's 26 questions. There's a question for every letter. Hopefully we get through it, and hopefully you enjoy it.
Okay, great. Can't wait.
Okay, A.
Midway through, I'm going to start crying.
I'm like, someday we're going to not make it through all of them because they're long. Okay, A. Yes. Audience. If you could perform for an audience, even just one person, who would it be?
Ooh. I really... The toxic part of me is like, I want to perform to all the hot lesbians.
What's toxic about that?
I mean, I don't know. So I think like, yeah, I would like Sarah Paulson could be there. Cynthia Nixon. Do I have a type? What's going on? What's happening? No, I do think though, like older lesbians, I would
The mummies.
Yeah, the mummies.
Yeah.
I would love to perform to the moms. Because I like feel like I came out a little bit late and I still feel like I'm catching up. So to see like older lesbians, like I don't know, it just like makes me happy.
Yeah, I agree. It does feel like there's so little of that generation too, like role model wise, or like role model representation wise.
Yeah,
we don't have that many older lesbians. When I see on TikTok
who are like super vocal,
yeah,
right? Yeah,
totally, and like made their whole thing. But also, do you ever feel, this is a total random tangent, but doesn't it like make you emotional when you see someone on TikTok be like, my lesbian moms?
Yes.
And they're like a 20-year-old person and they're like, these are my lesbian moms. I'm like, I never have seen this before.
I know. It's amazing.
So cute. I'm like, ugh. It's crazy how starved we are for the content, because it doesn't even have to be a good TikTok.
Yeah,
like
it'll be like Rosie O'Donnell with a squirrel in her backyard.
Yeah. Give me anything. Just let me know that I'm going to exist past 35.
Yeah, literally.
Dark, but also so true.
Jesus.
Okay.
And
35.
my life could be happy.
Yeah. I could have a wife. Okay.
All right, pick one of those things.
What?
You can be happy or have
Happy
a wife or
Or have
live.
a wife. No. We're gay. Aren't we supposed to have all of them?
Yeah, give it to us. What is it? Martha Stewart has a quote that's like, if you want to be...
Oh, you can only have two.
Yeah, but she's like, if you want to be happy for 5 years, get married. If you want to be happy for 10, get a dog. If you want to be happy forever, get a garden.
Oh, that makes sense. That sounds like Martha.
Yeah, she's very cynical.
Well, it also seems like she doesn't really like men.
Right?
And I don't know that I'm not saying that she likes women, but
She might like no one.
but correct.
Yeah. It's giving mostly no one. You know? Okay, B, banned. What's something you think should be banned forever?
Banned forever. Sorry. Just cut this out so it seems like I'm super smart.
No, it'll be so quick.
Yeah, I'm definitely cutting this out. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Also, if there's anything that you don't want to answer, you can give it to Rebekah or I. Rebekah or I? Me or Rebekah?
Me. Because you can give it to me.
Me.
Yeah.
My dad yells at me all the time.
My mom
for
does that, yeah.
He's like, no one cares about this part of grammar anymore. I'm like, yeah. I think they don't.
No, and everybody changes it to I because they think they're being
We're trying
proper,
to be. Yeah.
and it's not. And it's just because it's the education system, and that's actually what it is. And what should be banned, I would say, is
Books.
I think books.
I was gonna say, the
and
education
I'm
system.
Sorry, and I'm so sorry, but I do think that it should be books. I think that this is gonna make me sound so old, but I think like phones should be banned until you're 14. I think like I don't know. I wouldn't have wanted to grow up and be like witnessed in that way.
No.
And I feel like it is hurting young kids, like forming bonds with other kids,
100%.
and it's making them weird.
Yes.
And not in a good way, because I'm a nightmare and an absolute weirdo.
Yeah.
But like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
No, totally.
maybe that's my opinion.
Yeah.
Remember those phones that they used to have that could only call home and like
Yeah,
your
it'd be
mom
like-
and your dad? It was like looked like a little like.
It was like a ladybug.
Yes.
It had two buttons.
I was gonna
Oh,
Yeah.
I never had one of those.
Yeah.
Me either, but that's what kids should
I
have.
think it's
Yeah.
called the cops or
it-
home.
Oh God.
Yeah. What else
Yeah.
do you need? No, I agree. I think that's smart. At least ban social media for
Right.
like a kid till
Because
they're.
I think it's like bad. I think it scrambles all of our brains, right? But I think it's like doing like pretty terrible things
I
to our
agree.
society.
Maybe I'd love to be banned from my
so-
phone.
from
my
your
phone as
live
well.
your ban
From social
Can you just take me away? I think it's good. Okay, C is crush. What was your first celebrity crush?
Oh, Jennifer Gardner,
Great one.
definitely. But I think actually before that, Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten.
Kirsten.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how disrespectful of me. My first crush. I didn't even know.
Yeah, fake fan.
Kirsten, if you're seeing this. Kirsten Dunst in The Virgin Suicides.
Oh wow. I
Yeah.
was gonna say from Bring It On,
No.
but no.
No.
Deeper cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was obsessed with like that book and then subsequently the movie. And I think it's because I wanted to be the boys, like looking. But in my head, of course, I was like, no, I'm the girls.
Yeah.
I just want to be. I just want to be friends with her. And she has strawberry chapstick or lip gloss or something. And so I insisted for years that I needed strawberry lip gloss or chapstick only, and I would not use anything else.
We need to bring that back.
Yes.
Right?
My
Like-
lip gloss be cool. My lip gloss be poppin'.
Yeah, like
Strawberry.
Smuckers or whatever. Is that what it was?
Smackers?
Smackers.
Smuckers was
I'm
jelly.
Getting, I'm getting
You put
everything
on
wrong.
toast.
I don't know anything.
Kirsten, Smuckers,
I'm getting one
Smackers.
letter wrong on everything.
You're so close though. You're
So close.
Okay, that's both great answers. Okay, D. Every single one I want to give my answer, and I'm like, we'll never get through it.
It's not about you.
it's true.
Not
It's
about
not
you.
about me. Okay, D. Drama. What's the most dramatic thing you've heard behind the scenes filming your show?
Oh my God. This
That's
is
a
such
good
a good question. I would love for you to answer.
I'm trying to think.
You said that I could ask you.
Yeah, no, you're right. Oh my God.
Dun, dun,
we need like a shot of alcohol that I could take instead. What most dramatic thing? I'm trying to think if there's something I could say that I wouldn't have to name names for.
I think that this should just be bleeped. I think that I should ask you this question and just go,
Someone was dating someone who had IBS,
which I have a lot of sympathy for. I have colitis.
and I have sympathy and empathy even because
Did
I
they
have
shit their
IBS.
All the hot girls do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tummy problems. It's happening. No, they got into a bathtub together and then gave the other person a UTI because they had like poopy butt.
Well, I think they like blew up the bathroom and then they
Got
took
in the
a bath together.
Yeah.
That's upsetting. No, stop.
Yeah.
No,
So what
you're giving everybody a bad name when you do that,
Yeah.
okay?
No.
Because I'm clean.
No, that's like when you see the signs to go in a pool in LA and it always says like
Like
if
if you have
you've had diarrhea in the last 7 to 14 days, which are who hasn't?
Literally, who hasn't? Nobody
I'm
is
sorry.
allowed in a
I gotta
pool.
start going in pools.
Yeah.
No one can swim in LA.
No one can swim.
Yeah.
No,
And-
that's so crazy.
Yeah.
That's
that
really funny.
sucks so much. But what do you do? Okay, this is my question.
Tell me.
Maybe you can keep this in. Is When are we pooping? If we're having it, okay, so if we have kind of problems where it's not necessarily silent.
Tummy issues.
Yeah. Like I feel like we're both attractive, like people. I feel like everyone here is hot. I forgot that you're also a part of this.
You said both.
No.
So we're all hotties here.
I forgot that like you're also on the podcast.
I get on the funny one. I get on the funny one.
No, everybody is like hot. Mm-hmm. And so we can get away with like certain things that maybe other people can't, right? But I still don't think I can get away with like absolutely destroying somebody's bathroom.
No.
And like, but so like when can I do that? Never? Because like, do we have to move in together? Because I literally have colitis.
Yeah. I literally have IBS.
So it's like there's a problem happening most days.
Yeah.
And it's not because I eat weird. It's just, you know. And
It's the way God made you.
It's the way that God made me. Okay? And we love God here.
I love when we talk about God.
I have a minor in Bible. I love God.
But like what are we doing? Like because I'm not dating people who have multiple bathrooms yet. So it's like there's this one bathroom. Mm-hmm. You can hear it from all the rooms wherever we are.
Yep.
I can run water, but then you know what's happening.
Yeah.
You know, I could like play music. You also know what's happening. And I'm not mysterious. I don't know if you get that from me, but I have trouble maintaining my mystery. So like I can't just like shit in front of someone.
I think what I've done in the past is I just tell people early on into dating, I have tummy issues. Like, and my stomach will hurt at some point, and when it does, I just need to be honest with you about it. And then I'll just be like, I have to use the restroom. Do you want me to I'll leave, or can you like go in another room?
Or can you leave? I want you to leave the house.
Oh, I've had people.
I want you to leave.
I've had people be like, I can go run and get a coffee, and like, yeah,
that's
really
so
sweet.
nice.
I always just blew up the bathroom.
You mentioned your girlfriend earlier, though.
Yeah.
You have one bathroom.
We have one bathroom right now. Well, but
You guys
we've been
live
dating
together.
for 2 years. We
I
live
was
together.
gonna-
We're
I was
past
gonna
that.
ask,
But
right.
I will say, like, there was a time when, like, every girl I was hooking up with, and by that I mean, like, 2, it was, like, the first time we hung out, I had to take a dump, and I just did it. Because I feel like that's part of my charm a little bit.
Okay.
Like, you gotta
That's
make it part of
fun.
your charm and be
But
like, I
that's-
just blew up the bathroom.
Okay, that's fun. I don't think I have that yet.
Yeah.
I need to get
Don't
that. I
even
need
try to be
steal that from
mysterious.
you.
Like, yeah. I'm mysterious at the bar, and then when we go home,
Mystery's
You're like
gone.
all bets
Mystery's
are
gone.
off. Well,
And I've gotten that
I just
comment
feel like
before.
it's hard to blow up somebody's bathroom, have them hear you, and then come out and be like, "I'm
hey.
gonna fuck you."
No. You have to be like, I'm sick.
You'd be
you
like,
gotta pull.
You just-
I'm sick.
Can you hold me like a baby? I'm feeling really sick. So sorry about that. Yeah, that
Okay.
usually works better. I don't
Okay.
really think there's a good answer to that question. You really have to just like play it by ear.
Yeah.
Ugh. Just the double ugh. That's sort of from drama. Okay, E, embarrassing. Tell us an embarrassing on stage or on podcast moment.
Ooh.
Ooh. You're like, I don't get embarrassed. We just talked about shitting.
Yeah, I will say that it takes a lot to fully embarrass me. I'd say like if I feel like the other person isn't having a good time, that like does embarrass me because I'm like, this is my literal job.
Yep.
Last season we had people kiss me, which was the first time that was like a thing. And so we sent out like this questionnaire, and then when I saw what the questionnaire was, I was like, this makes it sound like this podcast is so sexy. So I did have to go into like every dressing room and be like, hey, it's not like that. We're just gonna chill. It's okay. Because some people were like, no, I don't want to kiss. And I was like, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
But I did feel like we had to like ask. But that was not embarrassing, but like, or it is a little embarrassing because I have to now watch myself because I chose to be this girl. I chose to be, kiss me, you know? And like, that's not who I am as a person. And then watching it back a little bit, I was like, oh, I look like a bad kisser because I look like just like this little princess who's like, I'm not going to do any work.
Just kiss me. Yeah,
Yeah.
you did make me come all the way to you.
I know.
Yeah.
Because I felt like that was better like for the clip, but then watching it back, like I have to watch me back and
Yeah.
be like, Catherine. I'm just like sitting there like,
I think it's embarrassing to watch yourself kiss on camera in general.
okay.
In general, I've seen.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, because I think that I'm actually a pretty hot kisser. So I'm like, I think everyone should be watching me kiss.
Tune in.
You went both ways. You were like, it's embarrassing that I asked, and not at all.
Well, because I didn't do
do the work.
I didn't do me. I did Catherine as a host, making this person kiss me.
Yep.
Like
Fair.
as like a challenge.
So season 4, maybe you should have to kiss them.
Yeah, season 4. I'm like, okay, so this segment is called "Let's Make Out."
And then you have to put that in the email beforehand too.
Yeah. Are you
Can't-
comfortable with making
making
out?
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Open mouth kiss. Nobody did it. Nobody open mouth kissed me.
Wow.
I'm
this
like, am I
economy?
even hot?
What did I do wrong? I feel like you not moving at all made it very like.
Obviously, it would have been psychotic if somebody
If someone tried to make out with you,
open mouth kissed me.
as you just
I'm
sat
like
there
this.
like this. Yeah, that would have been. That would have been
I
an
didn't
interesting
set
vibe.
anybody up for success.
No.
Me, the other person, absolutely not.
Except for I want to watch ER's episode with you.
Yes. Well, that is so. I think that they did it the best because they didn't. They were like, okay, so we would sort of be walking, and there's like so like smooth, and then they kissed my neck.
Yeah. Wow. I want
And
to be them.
I was like, oh, yeah, that is actually doing a lot for me.
Wow.
They're too suave. Like it's
They
actually
are.
scary. And also I bring them up all the time. So I'm like, I am obsessed with them.
Yeah.
On my podcast.
They're
I'm always
such
like,
an interesting person.
they're so
Everyone should be
interesting.
obsessed with them.
They
They're
really
suave,
should.
but they're also so kind.
Yeah.
So it's like
And it's hard to be both.
it's
And
hard
smart.
to be both. Yeah, and smart.
It's hard to
all
be
of it.
all those things and also very genuine and kind.
Yeah.
And they just are. Yeah.
Check, 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 check.
Check. And on Grey's Anatomy too, check. you know?
And check. And that's the
Yeah.
last box.
yeah.
Okay, wow.
I'm still working on that one.
We're a fan account. Okay, F. Fictional. Fictional character you weirdly relate to.
Oh, relate to? Mm-hmm. Wow. Let's see. Shoot.
Shoot.
You answer maybe.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, Rebekah.
Shoot.
Rebekah, what's your fictional character?
Let me think. Well, you answer.
I have one now.
Great.
Okay,
Perfect. Thank God.
Eeyore.
Oh.
So as like a kid, I always like very much was upset that Eeyore was always upset. Do you know what I mean? But I do understand what's going on.
You were an
like
empath.
overwhelmed by like whatever's happening. Things rabbits a lot and kind of mean to be honest.
Yeah.
And then Eeyore is never the star of the show, and I think has a lot of feelings about that. And I would too. And so I definitely relate to all of that. And just being around, like being able to just be like, I'm sad.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
And I was such a sad girl for so long.
I can't see that for you.
Really?
Yeah.
I was a real sad girl. Yeah.
Okay. And look at you now.
And look at me now, medicated and happy as a clam.
You've turned a leaf. Aren't they all supposed to be a different like mental health issue?
They are.
And Eeyore is depression.
And then Tigger is what?
ADHD.
Like ADHD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rabbit, I think, is OCD or something. Piglet is anxiety.
And Pooh is what? Perfect?
Pooh is perfect.
Like
I don't know. They're also supposed to be the 7 deadly sins.
okay, deep.
Whoa.
Yeah. Winnie the Pooh goes hard. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, and I
There's a lot of
didn't.
lore there. Okay. G, are you ready?
Yes.
Google. What's the last thing you Googled?
Oh. The lost history of gay adult adoption.
What?
Okay, and that was a New York Times article.
Oh.
Okay, so one of your segments is about gay history.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so then I freaked out and I was like, I should
Study
look
up.
I should look up gay history. And then I just randomly remembered that like gay people used to adopt their partners in order to have like legal
like healthcare?
no, well, I think it was more so that they were able to then leave them things like from their estate and stuff like that.
Like their- got it.
And then you also have like legal rights to somebody's like body or stuff and all that jazz. And probably healthcare as well.
But that makes more sense.
But I'm not sure.
Can you adopt adults?
Yeah, you could.
Got it.
Yeah,
That's so
so
interesting.
I wanted to though look it up because I was like, did I just make that up though? Do you know like when you remember something and you're like, that's crazy? And then I was like, and also what year was that? And it was like late. It was like in the 70s.
Oh, perfect.
yeah.
And also, not surprised. I feel like things feel so far away, and then you're like, oh my God, the 50s? Like, we're 5 seconds ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough
Spooky.
because you're like, people are walking around when there still was like a time that like, well, obviously when gay marriage wasn't legal.
Us.
But yeah, that's actually
all of
that's actually us. But when so many things weren't like
Yeah.
legal, and then you're like, yeah, it wasn't that far away.
No,
it's not
it's
that
like-
far
yeah.
away.
No, it's really scary. That's a great thing to have just Googled. H is hot. What's the hottest thing someone has done on your show?
Well, I mean, I feel like kissing my neck.
Yeah.
That's like so hot.
I think I set this up for that to be that story, and we already talked about it.
Yeah, we
because
already talked about
we
it.
have to. I, irrational. What is an irrational fear you secretly have? Or just have. Doesn't have to be secret.
An irrational fear. Dying by fire, but not in a fire. Does that make
Okay.
sense? Like being lit on fire.
Got it.
I don't. Maybe I was a witch in like a past life.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Because it is oddly specific.
Very. And also a little, it's rational, like in that it would be scary. But
That would be
irrational because why would that happen?
Literally, why did that happen?
Yeah, I don't think that should be happening.
No.
Okay, Jay, judge. What's something you do judge lesbians for doing?
Oh, I don't want to say like being best friends with their ex, but that is something that I actually do have judgment over.
Yeah, I feel like you can judge for that.
Like best friends? You guys have to be best friends?
Best friends is a lot.
Come on.
What do you think? Could you be best friends with an ex?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think I could be. I don't even know if I could be friends with an ex.
Well, after all the dumping you've done in their bathroom, definitely not.
Yeah, I feel like that might be like,
It's something you judge.
I think it's weird to be best friends and then you have another partner, and it feels like weird to have that dynamic.
right. And I guess I think it does depend on what the ex was. And I think that my judgment is how quickly people transition into being friends. And I think that I think that there is value to being friends with an ex. But it does feel almost like instantaneous that you're like, I'll just speak from experience where it felt like, oh, instantly now we're supposed to transition into being friends. And I was like, I need time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's so fair. I think that's a good thing to judge. Well, we don't judge anything.
We don't judge here.
We judge. Okay, K.
Yeah.
Kiss, marry, kill. Which is so funny we were talking about this again.
Fun.
Okay, kiss, marry, kill. They're all guests from your podcast or your show. Sorry.
Oh, no.
It's ER Fight Master, Liv Houston. Is that how
yeah.
you say your name? And me.
Whoa. Oh, no.
One of who's getting
no.
killed.
You can kill me if you must. It's okay. I won't be offended.
Well, only because you're here. So it's the easiest. Let's see. Kiss, marry, kill. I would marry ER. Like,
Who wouldn't?
because literally, duh.
Yes.
Right?
We would judge you if you didn't.
I know. No, I would kiss you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Because we already did
We already
once.
did it.
I know.
So it's fine.
And we still have to open mouth kiss.
It's on the agenda.
Don't wait till we get to O. Wait till we get to O. O, open mouth kiss.
And then I would kill Liv because they have a partner. Also, we couldn't be married because we're both redheads, and rewatching our clips, I was sort of like, okay, siblings. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I love that clip of you being like, you've been on 2 shows where you're eating people. I'm like,
Yeah, and they're like, I love to do it. They were so charming and chill and wonderful.
yeah, they seem sick.
Yeah.
Okay. Great answers. L, lust. Biggest celebrity crush you have now.
Oh, Doechii.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's a great answer. That's so good. Do you have one? Biggest celebrity crush right now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Gosh, that's hard. It's probably Kristen Stewart. It's been since day one. Let's keep it going.
Whoa, really?
Kristen Stewart since Catch That Kid in Zathura. Let's keep it
my
going.
Gosh. I didn't know you were like
Okay.
that.
Oh, yeah, big stew head, you know?
Do you have one?
I think mine would be Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
ER Fight Master.
No, I think it would be Nicole Kidman.
Oh yeah.
She's just having such a moment right now that I'm like,
Yeah.
that is hot and empowering.
Absolutely.
She's in everything.
Although, well, all women are perfect. Keep going.
And I was just gonna say, like, no matter your feelings about the movie Baby Girl, she just like did such a good job in
Oh
the
no,
part.
I loved that. I would say though, I thought that watching her and what's his name from High School Musical? Zac Efron. I felt like watching them kiss, it felt awkward, but maybe that was Zach's fault.
What movie is that?
I don't remember what it's called, but it's like older woman.
She's really doing that role.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was like, are her lips soft? Do you know what I mean? Like that was just a flash in my mind, but maybe his lips aren't soft because he's also had work done.
His
Do you know
jaw
what I mean?
is definitely not soft.
No.
Definitely not.
A
Okay.
jar? Hard.
Okay, M, mantra. What is a phrase you tell yourself when you need a pep talk?
Oh, well, I will say that before like shows or especially like live shows, but also before filming, I'll be like, you're a professional, which I know is like,
No, that's good.
yeah, it's like really simple, but it does make me go like, oh yeah. Like I'll freak out about like, oh my God, what if I don't remember this joke or whatever? And it's like, it's fine. You're a professional.
That's so good.
Like you'll always have something to say.
Simple and really good. I got to work on one for myself. Okay, N, nemesis. Who would you least want to run into at a lesbian bar?
My exes. Any of them. Yeah.
My exes.
Yeah. I was like, let's not say one.
Say all of them.
Let's yeah.
All of them.
Yeah, I would say that is anybody else's answer something else?
No.
My only ex is a boy I dated at Christian college, so I could run into him.
Oh, okay.
So who would yours be then? Do you have someone you wouldn't want to run into?
I don't know.
Rebekah,
I'm
just loved
sorry,
by
I don't
all.
have enemies. My bad.
I don't know that I have enemies. Me too.
Okay, O is obituary. Who would you trust to write yours?
My brother, but hopefully he'll be dead before me because he's older. So literally fingers crossed.
Well, maybe he could write one before.
But my cousin, who is also sort of, we're very close, one of my best friends. She's younger, so
Yeah. So she could write it.
just by a hair though. So
Who knows?
who knows? Yeah.
Who knows?
So one
We
of
do
them.
die in order.
And
We all die. We die in order.
classically, we do. Yes. What are you saying?
I'm dead. Okay, let's move on. P. Oh, this is crazy. P. Penis.
Oh no.
Who do you
No, thank you.
Oh no.
Next.
Yes or
I
no?
have officially opted out of that.
It's a yes or no question.
Next question. No. Who do you think would have a bigger one, you or me?
Oh, I think like based on our like personalities, you seem cooler.
But I feel like they'd be similar size.
Yeah, probably because
I think so, yeah.
I do take up a lot of space.
I feel like this question is something I've played with like other people where you're like, it is 100%
100%.
the other person. Like
Yeah.
you're just like, if ER was here, we would all obviously know it'd be ER.
Yeah.
This whole
Duh.
episode title is just like, we love ER.
We love ER Backmeister.
No.
Yeah,
I think they'd be similar size.
okay, and thank you for that.
Yeah.
I think that your though image is smoother than like my image is like you know?
I understand.
Right? And then your image is like hold on. It's like no, I mean like yeah, we kissed.
I don't feel like I relate to that, but
It literally is you.
I just saw myself. That's a crazy
Flawless
question.
impression.
That
Other
was
people that
amazing.
normally just impersonate you.
Yeah, thank you for doing that.
That was perfect.
That was great. Okay, moving on. Q is question. You can ask me whatever you want.
Oh wow.
Scary.
Oh my gosh.
Make it a good one.
And I
Do you
pass
want
it to
an
Rebekah.
open mouth kiss?
Oh my god.
Yes or no? I don't have another question. It's just a yes or no question.
think
You don't
it's
have to
yes or
do
no.
it.
I think you have to answer the question.
I can't. We can't. I have to remove myself from being seen romantically.
I'm not saying that we would do it. That'd be crazy. That'd be nuts.
Going rogue.
But you can't say that you would. Would you open mouth kiss me? Just
Yeah.
say yes. Thank you. Rude.
It was- sorry, my improv training kicked in. My bad. Yes, and
I'm not a sexual being anymore. I'm sitting here as a shell of a person. I'm not supposed to be.
You walked into it.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
did.
mean?
I put myself right there. I did put myself right there.
Yeah. And I did have to ask that
Yeah, you
question specifically.
God damn it. Okay, let's move on to art. Ring. Do you want to propose or be proposed to?
I actually don't have a preference
No?
because I was engaged, and so I proposed, and then I was also proposed to.
In that order?
Yes, which was I was told wrong.
Oh, by who?
The person,
Okay.
which sort of an indicator.
Yeah.
But it was like a huge deal but I cleared it like with their sisters and stuff, and so I thought that like at least one person would have been like, no, they really want to do it first.
Yeah.
But nobody said that. So that was tough.
Did they
But-
tell you it was wrong order before you broke up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say like a week after I proposed.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
They were
That's
like, and
rough.
I have notes. And I was like, oh
That's so
no. But now I feel like I don't have a huge preference, and I probably date people who would have more of a preference. And I'll just do whatever they want to do,
fair.
or not even get married. No?
Also fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys have big opinions on that?
all I want to do is a flash mob.
No,
know?
you do not.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Rebekah.
Flash
Yeah.
mob.
Rebekah.
I support anything that you say.
Rebekah.
You want to open mouth kiss me.
Flash mob, yes or
Yes.
no? Flash mob, yes or no?
Are you
I
guys
think I
getting
do
engaged?
the thing where we take turns. I think that'd be sweet. I think the order doesn't matter. You know,
No.
I think it's kind of toxic.
Some people
to have
don't
an
want
order.
to be proposed to, though, and I respect that too. Like I've dated people where it's come up because we've gone on 2 dates.
Well, as lesbians should.
Yeah.
Second
base.
and I was like, oh, I got it. Like if we go on a 3rd date,
I'll
you don't-
propose.
yeah, you don't want to be proposed to.
I think I'd prefer to propose first.
Yeah,
Prefer, but I wouldn't be like, oh my God, no. And I
Right.
wouldn't be like, I have notes. But but I think the way I would want to be proposed to is so casually and like one-on-one
yeah.
that like I think I'd like to be proposed to like in bed in the morning. You
Oh,
know,
cute.
something like
So cute.
so intimate that
I felt them measure my ring finger.
no.
So I knew, like, I was like, you know, and that was kind of romantic because I pretended like to be asleep.
They did it in your sleep.
Yeah, when I was sleeping, they like measured my ring finger, and I was like, oh,
That's really cute.
Yeah.
That's really cute.
I know,
I feel like there's slicker ways to do that though.
I know, but it was kind of cute.
Yeah, it is. But I'm like trying not to romanticize your ex for you. I'm like,
It's okay.
know.
I mean, you know, at some point it becomes like a memory
Yeah.
that where there are good memories also.
That's
you know?
good.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Okay, S. Sex. What's your worst hookup story?
Ooh.
Do you have one?
Yeah, probably because I dated men.
Oh, penis.
Yeah.
Should I tell mine again?
No,
Ooh.
not again. We don't have to put you through that
I don't know. I
again.
mean, I definitely have like embarrassing female ones as well. But probably like this. Well, this guy, oh God. Do you know when you're like, no, but it's funny.
Yeah, but
And then it's like, and then people are like, that's not funny.
yeah.
So I'm trying not to do that. Do you have one?
You're like, laugh with me. Nothing that's like that crazy. I mean, like, obviously, like times where you got your period in the middle and you didn't realize, but
Oh,
I don't really care. I've never like been like
No.
embarrassed about it.
No.
Or like vice versa, like someone else could. I'm just like, it's fine. But
I was gonna hook up with this guy at this comedy festival because I make good choices.
yeah.
The best men to sleep with are stand-up comedians.
Yeah, and I always say that. I'm constantly saying that. But to be fair, he did look like a tiny lesbian from behind.
Oh.
And that is my type.
Yeah.
So I knew that I had started my period, and I still like went over there and white sheets.
Oh, perfect.
And it wasn't like, it was just like, it's like
Early days.
she was just kind of like, knock, knock, like she wasn't fully inside. And so he was like, I really want to go down on you. And I was like, okay. And I didn't say anything. And then he did go down on me. And then I went to the bathroom and I had my period, And yeah, I was embarrassed at the time. But looking back, I'm like, I don't give a shit. But it was a little bit like, so I'm going to go. Is there something happening down here?
That is the white sheets of it all.
Yeah.
It's a bit stressful.
Yeah, that's a little stressful. But it was a hotel, so
who
not his
cares?
sheets. Yeah.
Not actually stressful at all.
No.
No.
But I do think you should give somebody a heads up if they're getting their iron for the day.
In case they already took their
An
iron supplements.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't have too much iron.
Yeah. Okay. T is tattoo. Would you get matching ones with a partner?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't get anything that I wouldn't want on my body forever because like a name or something that they specifically picked out. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would absolutely get a tattoo with a partner. Do you have any with a partner?
No.
Do you have any?
I don't have any tattoos.
Oh, whoa. I keep saying that I'm going to get a throat tattoo.
Oh, shit.
Like here.
Do you have tattoos?
Yeah, I have I have this tattoo.
Yeah, you're covered.
These tattoos. I have tattoos here. But I definitely want to build this out because I want like a
More.
yeah.
I want more too. I think the same idea. Like I don't think I would get a matching exact tattoo with a partner, but like just because of the bad luck of it all. But I'd get like tattoos together that are the same essentially, but not like
Sure, like this one's my style and that one's your style.
Don't you and Vanessa have matching
matching
ones?
tattoo.
That's
Me and my
sweet.
best friend.
The best friend.
That's
tattoos.
cute.
Yeah.
Obviously,
And
I'm
that's fun.
trying to convince my friend Margaret to get a matching tattoo with me because she has tattoos, and I'm like, why don't we have a matching tattoo?
Yeah,
I'm
Margaret.
offended.
Margaret, let's do it.
Come on.
Okay, U-Haul, yes or no?
No.
Okay.
Is it after a year? A U-Haul?
No.
A little less than a year? Does that
No.
count as U-Haul?
No, I
That's
don't
what
think
thought.
so.
That's what I thought.
Okay, vehicle. Do you judge someone if they have a messy car?
Not at all.
No.
No, I have a messy car. I have a messy car, and we have to bleep whose name this is. We have to.
Okay.
Yes, I will.
She slid into my DMs. Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, for sure we can go out. And I was like, I don't know if this is a date or not. It was a lunch date. And then and then I was like, this feels like a date. She was like, I'm a huge fan of you. And I was like, this is insane. Do you know how crazy this is? And then she was like, she bought me a book. And then she was like, do you want to drive me to my car? And I was like, this is a nightmare. Because my car is dirty. There's a bunch of like these containers in it, and like it has a lot of clothes that I'm supposed to donate. Do you know?
Yeah.
Like it's not gross. Like these are all empty. There's no like food in there or anything. But I was like, oh yeah, absolutely, movie star, get into my car. We can keep movie star in. And then we went on a second date. And I drove, which I never drive to a date because I usually want to have a cocktail or 2 cocktails, and I don't ever want to drink and drive. And what if it's going well? Then I'm going to have 3 cocktails. But so we do order like 1 round of drinks. And so we just want to drink in. And then she was like, do you want to meet my friends? They're like on the other side of town. Mm-hmm. And I drove because I was running late.
Classic.
And I was like, yeah, did you drive? Because I was like, I'm going to leave my car here.
Yeah.
And then she goes, no, I didn't drive. Did you drive? And I can't tell a lie. And so I was like, yeah. And then as we're walking to my car, I was like, hey, so just so you know, this is my nightmare. And she goes, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean what I mean? I drive a Toyota Yaris. They don't even make those anymore. And I had like there weren't any coffee cups just in case this psycho got into my car again. But we're driving across town, which means she's in control of the music. And now she's looking at my fucking music. And I was like, it's all bad. It's all bad. Thank
so
God I
exposed.
had just listened to Tyler, the Creator's new album so that I could like not look like a total fucking idiot.
What was the other stuff?
It's like Sabrina Carpenter, like, I mean, Charlie XCX, but it was like girly pop.
Yeah, fun.
That's not what she listens to.
Yeah, you were really exposed.
I was incredibly exposed.
Did you go on another date?
So then she was like, I'll fly you to New York. And I was like, okay, a different version of me would absolutely do that. But this version of me is like doing stuff here. And like, I don't know. And then it sort of became obvious, like she wanted to like hook up.
Okay.
Which I'm always down for a hookup, but I just didn't know how our schedules were. Like scheduling wasn't working out, and then months went by,
Okay.
and I was like, I don't think we're gonna hang out again.
That's scheduling issues that's wild. I thought the car was going to be the end for you.
Well, for me, for sure,
Yeah.
but like she does have a very busy schedule because she's a literal movie star. What?
Okay, good sign though that she still liked you after the first time in your car.
Yes. Yeah.
Right?
I think that there was a little bit of like, she very much liked my online presence and felt like she knew maybe me.
Yeah.
But at one point during the date, she goes, well, you know, when you date models. And then I had to make a decision like, do I just go, yeah,
You're a model.
well, I'm a comedian. Do you know what I mean?
Like a scouted model though.
Yeah.
So you're like
A different
you should have just
version
been
of
like,
me.
yeah, well, as a model myself.
Actually, I'm the model one. No, but I was like, no, I don't know when you date models. I'm new to being a person who you would even know about. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe we should hit her back up. Anyway. Okay, W. Which? Never come again or never make someone come again?
Oh, both are so sad.
They're terrible questions.
I would prefer to never come again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't not make someone come.
What would be the point? But a lot of people pick that.
A lot of people
Yeah,
what?
who would
A
pick
lot of
that?
people pick
Who would
not
pick that?
making
Would you
people
pick-
come. Whoa, that's crazy. No, because I'm like great at pretending. So I'm never like gonna. Well, and that's not like shade to anyone I've ever been with. It's just like I think baked in, especially when you're brought up and then you date men and you're not into men. You have to get good at pretending, so that it ends.
Yeah. Or and just like used to having sex that doesn't necessarily end in coming.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And so like that's not a big deal to me, but it would be a huge deal if I could never make somebody come again.
I agree. I don't think sex would be worth it to me.
No.
Like I'd be like, we just both shouldn't have sex then.
Because
if
I think
I have to
it's
do it and
so-
you can't,
Yeah.
it feels so selfish.
It does. And I'm not to say that like I've been with people who are like, "Oh, I don't really want to be touched like or whatever." And then I'm like, "Okay, yeah, we'll just do me." And that's like fun, but that can't be forever.
For you, yeah.
I can't do that forever. That's a lot of work, number 1.
Yeah.
And I think it's so hot to make somebody come.
Agreed.
So I'm having the best time.
Agreed. That's the best part of it for me, is when someone else is coming.
Okay, but I guess. But also I think it's also sort of fun to maybe I'm a little too performative, but I think it's fun and hot to like sort of be like, you're going to replay this in your head.
So you are an actor. An
Well,
actor, a model, a comedian.
But I'm not acting, right?
real.
Because it's hot for me too.
Yeah.
But I think there's something cool about sort of being like, yeah.
I cannot with the yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. X is X Factor. Do you have a secret talent?
I can pop my hip in and out of my socket.
Just like whenever you want?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
think we got to see that.
well, my doctor was like, stop doing that. But where should I hear?
Oh, to the wide.
Okay. I think you can, well, I'm wearing underwear.
I'm scared.
But it's like,
Oh my God.
yeah. And it feels crazy too.
Whoa.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, I'm with your doctor. Please tell me that's your foreplay.
I shouldn't put that on my dating profile.
My doctor said stop doing that. How do you learn that you can do that?
Well, I was a dancer growing up. So, yeah.
Add dancer to the list of things that Catherine can do.
Yeah, and
Wow.
what can't she do?
Yeah, you do it all. Okay, why youth? What advice would you give to your younger self?
Oh, I think I would be like it's okay. Like it's gonna be fine, and it's gonna also really suck. And like I think I would love to have gone back in time and be like, yeah, this is gonna suck for a hot minute, and then you're gonna be so happy.
That's good. Are
Yeah.
you so happy right now?
Yeah, I am,
Yay.
which is crazy. It took a long time.
Yeah, you were Eeyore-ing.
I was in Eeyore for a really long time. I feel bad for the people who were in my life.
No.
When you have to like wait until the cloud like clears or whatever, and then you're like, and then my friends have literally been like, you're back.
Yeah, that's so sweet.
We
That's
got you
good.
back.
Okay, we're on our last letter. Z, zodiac. What is your least favorite zodiac sign?
I don't have one.
Okay.
Yeah, I
like
know
them
that
all.
people have like big opinions about zodiac signs, but I honestly don't. Do you have a least favorite one?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
What are you again?
I'm a Pisces.
I knew you were a Pisces because I put fish on your lighter. But what's your rising and moon?
Oh my God, my stomach is growling so loud.
I heard
You can hear it in
I
the
heard it,
thing.
yeah.
Cancer and Libra. I'm a Cancer.
Okay.
I'm a Libra moon and a Cancer rising.
Okay.
Very watery. I don't have
Yeah.
like a problem with any. I think none.
Okay.
Scorpios maybe like, but I don't know if I actually believe that or just people talk
No,
about
I think
that.
people just told you that.
Are you a Scorpio?
I'm a Scorpio rising.
Okay. I don't know though. I don't think I just didn't know if
I'm-
you had one that you're like don't like.
No, because my big two are ones that people hate,
Which are
Gemini and Scorpio.
okay.
So I'm a Scorpio rising, I'm a Gemini moon.
And what's your main one?
Or sorry, I'm a Gemini sun.
Okay.
And a Scorpio rising, and then I'm a Capricorn moon, which
Okay.
people have been like, that's tough.
I
Which is so rude. So I don't really have an opinion. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I agree. Usually when I tell people mine, they go, "Oh,
Yeah, because
oh,
you're
like, what?"
because Pisces, Cancer.
Yeah.
Water.
Yeah, they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm
You're like, no. And are you? And also, are you okay?
Yeah,
Get
no.
out of my face.
No, I'm not okay.
What are you?
I only know my main, which is Taurus.
Oh,
We
okay.
don't know
have to
anything
learn
else.
yours.
So your birthday is coming up or happened?
It happened. It was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
22nd.
fun.
She's
Happy
growing up so
birthday.
fast. I know. Okay, we're gonna play gay agenda where we just tell each other things we think we should add to the gay agenda. And mine is exes should not be able to cryptically communicate online.
What? That's crazy.
Wow.
That's nuts. Why?
Yeah, phone calls
Why would-
only.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. In general,
Neither of us have experienced that. That's nuts.
but I do think even like the putting a song on your Instagram story that's like,
No, 1,000%. I dated somebody who, and this was actually everything about this is wrong.
okay,
I dated somebody who told me that her ex-girlfriend was communicating with her through her stories, which I was like, why'd you tell me that, babe?
Yeah, you could-
Didn't need to know. Didn't need to know at all. It's fine. They like rekindled. But through like their stories and like because there was like certain like memes or whatever that they shared, I wouldn't have known any of this
if you didn't say.
if she hadn't like said that. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, how do you feel about that? Or whatever. I think it was like an interesting like ego boost for her,
Yeah.
which like whatever.
Yeah.
Peace and love. But couldn't be me.
No.
I hate that stuff. I am never communicating via my Instagram story.
There's no subliminal.
No. And people do it all the time.
People do it all the
And I
time.
got called out in a relationship. Somebody else was like, are you like quietly throwing shade at me or whatever? And I was like, how?
Literally
And
no.
then they said like an Instagram story thing. And I was like, oh, I just got to let you know, I will never do that. Mm-hmm. Never, never, never.
Okay, we're all on the same page then. Are you down to add that to the gay agenda?
Sure.
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Okay, what's yours, Rebekah?
Mine is, I think there should be a world championship of dyke arm wrestling.
Yes.
Just so we know once and for all who the number one lesbian arm wrestler is. Because at bars, I don't know, everyone's always trying to arm wrestle and
I
be
know,
like, oh, I beat
that's
her.
so funny too. And that's
that
so
so
funny
funny?
because we all know that to be true, but it is an interesting thing that does happen where people want to arm wrestle you.
I know. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's like, what's going on
I'm like,
here?
stop.
So, but we're not flirting with each other at bars, right? Do you know what I mean? Like that's a thing too. Like people aren't like like if you're single
think-
and you're like, please approach me. We're not doing that, but we are arm wrestling each other.
And I
Yeah.
feel like usually it's not like people are going up to someone to flirt with them to arm wrestle.
No.
They're just like, usually it's just two masks that really want to arm wrestle and go at it. I don't know
Yeah.
if they're competing for a girl. I don't know.
It's like a mating
sure.
call. It's like with like the birds that like do like
Or
the
it-
dance. Like it's like masks being
Like the
"Are
two
you guys
bucks
seeing this?"
like
Right.
fight each other.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So
think
you
Yeah,
want
if we
to
need a world championship, it'd probably be like someone overseas would win, like in Italy or something.
absolutely.
For
And then
sure.
there's no more arm wrestling in bars or
We should keep going.
Those are like the preliminaries. You know, that's the practice, the preliminaries.
Oh, got
and then,
it, got it,
you
got
know,
it.
once
Okay,
every 4 years, it
fantastic.
could be in the Olympics. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm into it. All in
Okay.
favor? I.
I
Okay, what's yours?
Yay. Okay, so mine is that people shouldn't be allowed on a dance floor unless they are dancing.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Or dancing on dance floors because it also there's studies
Preach.
that it actually like improves your like this Harvard study said according to researchers dancing involves both a mental effort and social interaction and that this type of stimulation helped reduce the risk of dementia. So I'm just like out here trying to save your life, okay?
and your brain.
And you're trying to ruin my night.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
I feel like so many people now aren't dancing on dance floors and I'm like, get out of my way. Or they're trying to look cool. That's not what dancing's about. Dancing is not about looking cool. Dancing is about like flinging your body all around, looking like an absolute idiot
Yeah.
and, you know, improving your memory.
It's really for your brain at the end of
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah.
I do fear I'm not dancing enough.
I don't think you are. You very much give not dancing on dance floors.
Yeah, I would
But
agree. Shannon, you give like cool holding a
Yeah.
drink.
I'm
But-
doing this.
That's fine. Sway a little more.
Okay.
Also, I think that you would like the experience. I'm just
Yeah.
like I'm seeing these people and I'm like nobody looks cool.
Yeah.
Like I know that it is about like feeling embarrassed or whatever and I'm like I live my life embarrassed.
Yeah.
But like you got to get out of your own way.
Yeah. No, I agree.
love
I
that
dance
one.
more than maybe you'd think, but also not enough. Okay. Moving on.
Wait, all
Okay.
in favor?
Oh, all in favor.
I
Reluctantly.
bully you. Like this is my show.
I'll do it. Okay. We're going to play strap on, strap off.
Yes.
So I'm just going to tell you something and you tell me strap on if you like it, strap off if you don't.
Okay.
Okay. Straight people playing gay roles in like movies and.
Oh, I thought my brain broke.
What did you guys think I meant?
I thought you meant like domestically there's like a gay role. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
No.
when there's okay. Strap off.
Okay. Big shirt, small pants.
Oh, strap on.
Okay. Big pants, small shirt.
Strap on. I like both combos.
Okay. Me too. Mullets. My stomach is growling.
Mullets on other people. Strap on. I don't want to wear a mullet.
Okay. Crying during sex.
Okay, and this one's tough because I've done it. And I've done it a lot.
And I've done it a
And
lot.
I would say I'm not like here for it.
Yeah.
But I understand why it happens. So I have to be strap on.
You have to be. I agree. I cried during sex too.
Yeah.
Something
usually just
emotional
like,
happens.
I feel so lucky.
Oh, Rebekah, you surprise me every day.
That's so
So
sweet.
lucky. Clapping when the plane lands.
Oh, I don't need that, but I guess it is a miracle.
Well, nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but strap off.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, dating people who have the same job as you.
I really don't want to be doing that. Dating, strap off.
Okay. Morning sex before you brush your teeth.
Okay, I think it can be hot.
Me too.
Yeah, strap on.
I think it's hotter than getting up and being like, let me brush my teeth.
Well, we both have like bad teeth or whatever.
together.
Also, like some.
I'm scared.
I was just gonna be like. Also, like somebody's just like gonna be going down on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
So it's like, why brush your teeth?
So it's like, yeah,
You're gonna have to do it again.
Well, you're
Yeah.
gonna pop up and like then it's gonna be like, are you? I feel like some people are. I'm here for like sex just being like it is what it's like messy. It's like ooh, but it's also like yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
what sex is. But some
Bodily
people
fluids.
don't want like you go down and then you kiss, right?
Yeah. I think that's crazy
You think it's crazy which way?
to not kiss someone after they go down on you.
Absolutely.
I just think that
I
that's
agree.
Also,
like,
I'm like,
if it's not good enough for you, then it's not good enough. If it's not good enough for me, then it's not good enough for you.
yeah.
Right?
And also, how are you gonna? Because I'm not stopping. Like, we're not stopping there.
No.
So I'm supposed to get up and do something? No, we're like sex.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like at least 2 hours.
At least. Or, yeah, God, it is.
I know, and it
time.
really is, and that's crazy because I was listening to straight people talk, and they were like, yeah,
it's like
like
7
would you want to
minutes.
have like a quickie, like 5 minutes? And I was like, a quickie? A quickie's a half hour, right? Yeah.
Yes.
No, we're all on the same page here. Okay, strap on or strap off doing shrooms with your ex.
Well, they're your ex.
Yeah.
Well, we've all made mistakes. I don't know. It sort of depends on which ex, to be
Yeah.
honest. I think that I'm sort of for it because I'm a little messy.
Okay. Strap on then.
Yeah.
You'd probably be able to say the things that maybe you couldn't say during
Maybe
the
something
relationship.
beautiful could come from it.
Yeah.
Something beautiful
Like a
could
healing.
Yeah,
it
healing.
could be
Beautiful.
healing. I think ultimately the answer should be strap off.
Okay. I'm agreeing with strap off.
Yeah.
Okay. Playing spin the bottle.
Yes.
Strap on.
Strap on.
Strap
Okay.
on.
Strap on.
I've been trying to convince both of you to kiss me this whole time.
I mean, I had been convinced.
whole
Catherine's like,
time.
where's the bottle? Okay. Date someone who still lives with their ex.
No.
Yeah.
Strap off.
Okay. Move in less than a year.
I moved in with my ex-fiance after I think 10 months because my lease was up. I think that is fine, but anything like before that, I'm going to go ahead and strap off. I have a controversial opinion. I don't think that you should say I love you until after 6 months in.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't think that you know if it's love or if it's like,
Infatuation.
yeah, or if it's just like a good, like, you're like, wow, I really like being around you and everything about you.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
But also I feel like there is like a when you know sort of thing sometimes too.
I think that
But you don't believe
that's
it.
not something I believe in. No.
Fair. My stomach is growling crazy. Like you're gonna be able to hear it. Okay. Doesn't matter. Date someone who is co-parenting a pet with an ex.
No, what? That's too gay. Stop doing that.
Get someone
it.
someone give up the pet. Like it just
I had
walk
to give
away.
up. I had to give up a pet, and that was really hard. And
terrible.
also, like, you can't. We
Because they have
can't
to
be
see
that.
person over and over for years.
No, I'm with
This
you.
is not a. This is not a human being. It's okay.
Yeah.
You can say goodbye.
It will be heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But like so much more heartbreaking to try to keep up with that kind of dynamic.
No.
For both of you and like your future partners.
Yes.
It's just like,
Yeah.
what are we doing? Okay, unfortunately, we have my least favorite part of the show, which is
When you say it like that.
the fruity roll up
Oh,
challenge, which I've done it once and I'm not good at it. So
Oh, fun.
it's a
Oh, that's
competition
great.
between.
Because it's supposed to be like how good you are in bed or something.
This is very difficult to
Yeah,
do.
I feel like it would be
It
really
gets
difficult.
so-
And it's not very difficult to be good at sex.
It's not?
No, I think this is probably harder.
Yes.
I don't know. Is that a weird opinion
Well, I
to
guess
have?
we're going to find out today. All right. Are you ready? Start your engines.
Is that a go?
3, 2. No, the engines are started. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, and they're off. Catherine's off. She's eyeing her competition, and Shannon. Oh, Catherine's doing a great job. I think she's kind of setting the new record right now. She's about to hit the. Gotta pull it. Yeah, pull it down. You can pull it down farther, Catherine, and unroll it. Yeah, you can unroll it. Yeah. Shannon is doing real bad. Yeah, go ahead and unroll it all the way, Catherine. Shannon is doing her best. It's slowly but steady. I think this is a tortoise and a hare situation. Oh, and Catherine's at the end at her what's that called? The home stretch. Shannon far behind. Catherine has done it.
No way. Oh my god. I still have this much left.
This is basically just the initiation into the club,
Okay.
which is the
I'm
Alphabet
ready.
Club. So I'm going to say some words and then you'll repeat it. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I solemnly swear to be loud,
I solemnly swear to be loud,
proud,
proud,
a little dramatic,
a little dramatic,
and very gay.
and very gay.
Okay. I vow to know my history
I vow to know my history
and never yuck another queer's yum.
and never yuck another queer's yum.
From A to Z,
From A to Z,
I'm Alphabet Club official,
I'm Alphabet Club official,
where every letter is welcome.
where every letter is welcome.
And this is for you.
Yay!
So now you have it, which is crazy. You gave me a pin. Now I'm giving you one back.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, you guys, you can follow Catherine on all her socials. I'll have them below. You should check out season 3 of Pretty Gay. I'm on it. And so are a lot of other amazing queer influencers and actors and musicians. Like,
Yeah,
it's
stand-ups.
everything.
It's sort of everyone.
Everyone. So check it out. The link will be below. It's all on Patreon, so you can see it behind a paywall.
Yeah.
And you should pay to watch queer content.
Yeah, or subscribe. And this gets me in trouble, but there is a free trial. So.
Okay.
And I think we're going to keep that up for like at least a couple months.
Okay, perfect. All right. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you
And
for
good
having
job.
me.
You're so very impressed.
Okay, good.